This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Oh, dangle clack. Do we already have a dangle clack? All right. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. Today is Thursday, which means, yeah, you guessed right. You're in the right spot. Today is vlog day. Today is mother trucking vlog day. Got a full-on action-packed vlog for you guys planned out tonight. I see you guys there in the chat. The Twitch chat's in emote-only mode tonight, I think. That's what I was just fiddling with, but stoked. I'm stoked to see you guys here. Ray, I see you here. SSD Storm, Mr. E is here. Delia's here. Tyler the Vapor, Ryan, Eve, Evil Woman. Friggin' Jay Blaze, friggin' Gunny, friggin' the 60-watt guy, friggin' Mike Berg. Anyway, I see you guys. Metal Steve's here. Metal Steve, DJ Sewer Rug is here. Anyway, appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Vlog live stream. Like I said, got a full-on action-packed vlog for you guys planned out today. Timestamps are going to be the first pinned comment right underneath this video. My main man, I don't know why I keep doing hand motions. Jeremy V's off tonight. He's taking a sabbatical or something. I'm just kidding. I think he told me what he was doing. He's got some things going on, some family stuff today, so he's off. But rest assured, the timestamps will get taken care of. If there is a Poon Sauce McNasty in the house, he's going to take care of all those timestamps. They'll be the first pinned comment. I also turn those into chapters for this on YouTube. But welcome, you guys. Welcome. I'm stoked to be here. If I'm being real honest right now, you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm not like 100% well yet. If I had to put a percentage on it, it would probably be in like the, I don't know, 80% better, like 80 to 85%. Like I'm almost there. This is definitely just the very end of it. But man, it's been a rough week. Last Thursday, like right towards the end of the vlog, I started feeling a little like, in my throat. Just a little bit of like, what's going on in there? A little funny business going on in my throat. Try to like shake it off. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. It's whatever. I'll be fine. Then Friday was the AVM stream. It went great. We're going to talk about it a little bit. Over the weekend, I just went way downhill. Sunday, I was just couch ridden, doing nothing. Monday, I tried to do some work. Stupidly, I tried to do some work. Tuesday, I was just couch ridden again. Yesterday, I started feeling a little bit better. So, I canceled a bunch of appointments, but I went out and like did some stuff, like got my mail. Started feeling better. Streamed Zelda last night on Twitch. Started feeling a little bit better. So here we go. Yeah, could be 80 to 82, 80 to 82%, Ryan. 80, maybe a solid 82%. That feels about right. So I'm going to try truly and honestly to keep my voice down a little bit tonight. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more chill. I'm not going to try to get all worked up and get my heart racing. And, even when we're talking about news and Brian King from the FDA, I'm still going to try to, I don't need to like relapse into sickness. I don't need to do so much tonight that tomorrow I wake up feeling like garbage, because tomorrow, look, it's another work day. I'm way behind. I got a lot of stuff to do. So we're about 82%, Ryan. I think that's what we decided. 82%. Yeah. Look, it's okay. I'll survive. We're just going to need to hydrate a lot more. We're just going to need to take this just a little bit slower. But I appreciate you guys coming out. I wasn't not going to vlog tonight. Like, no matter how I was feeling tonight, I was just definitely going to vlog. It wasn't in me to miss another vlog. We have missed too many this year. I'm ready to get back in the driver's seat and just pedal to the metal and just content and vlog and streaming and videos and all the good stuff. All the fun things. I'm ready for it. I just want to do it. So hang on, let me hydrate real quick. It's good. Looking at my vlog notes here. Looks like we're going to have a beer tonight, of course. We got some Assignment America, of course. We got some What I've Been Vaping. We got some retro vaping. I'm going to sprinkle in some news and advocacy. We got some mail, not like a ridiculous amount of mail. We have some mail, including some Christmas gifts from my mom that I just haven't opened yet. here we are. Mom, I love you. They're finally going to get opened. Finally going to get opened. We got some mail. We're going to have a very random liquid tasting. I got them sitting in front of me. Then if we have time, I'd like to build a thing. Not necessarily a thing that comes in the mail, although I do love doing that. I want to build something that we got a few weeks ago that honestly, it's just been sitting right here at my desk, looking at me, mocking me. Just mocking me, going, don't you want to build me? And I go, yeah, but I want to build you on a stream or on a video or something. Like, that's what needs to happen. Why don't you just build me? Why don't you just vape me? And I go, no, except for tonight. Hey, we might say yes. Freaking yo, I have Frames Janklin Vapors in the house. Frames Janklin just dropped his Empire review. Everybody should go check that out. But you know what? Let's just get started in this. I think I saw one singular super chat come in. So I'd like to look at that one singular super chat. There we go. Let's get out of here. No, that's too much. Where are we at? That's right. AC said 10%. Too bad AC ain't in charge no more. AC, hey, appreciate that. Very gracious. You didn't say anything you didn't have to. Here, have a second fist bump. That's from me, Grim Green, right to your face, AC. Appreciate you. Vaping Butcher in there. Loving my billet box and stubby. Hell yeah, Vaping Butcher. Hell yeah. Of course you do, because billet boxes rule and the stubby rules. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all by this information. When anybody says, oh, I love my stubby, I go, yeah, I know. You should. Everybody does. They're great. Glad you're enjoying your billet box. Glad you're enjoying your stubby. I hope your billet box is sick. What color's your billet box, Butcher? You don't need to answer that. You don't need to answer that. Fishy, damn it, man. That's very gracious of you just because you're awesome. Here, have some fist bump, devil horn, thumbs up. I appreciate you, Fishy. Appreciate you, pimp. Hope you're doing well and not working too hard. Connor Smith. Okay, we got one more from Connor Smith. RDA user for a year, he says. Forgot how to prime/bed in stock coils, sub-ohm tank. Okay, always getting dry hits from chain vaping hella fast. Any advice on the above? I don't know. Well, you don't know. Without knowing what coil heads you're using or whatever sub-tank you're using, I've gotten to the point in 2023 that I think sub-ohm tank coils are so good at wicking that I don't even prime them anymore. When I was setting up any PNP coil heads, like PNP and GTX are the coil heads that I really kind of lean towards as far as like a sub-tank situation. This is the Drag 4. I just put this coil head in here dry, filled up the tank, literally let it sit for maybe 5 minutes. It's just cranking away right now. If you get dry hits from chain vaping hella fast, I would say maybe don't chain vape so hella fast. Like I can get some dry hits out of anything if you, if you like chain vape it hard enough. Maybe just slow your roll a little bit. Let that cotton wick the liquid where it's supposed to go before you fire it. Even if you give it like a 5 count in between toots, you don't just need to, unless you do want to, and then you might have to deal with some dry hits there. Georgia boy, yeah, Georgia boy. Hey, I remembered you, Georgia boy. You got something in the mail. Should be getting there tomorrow. Just want to say, hey, appreciate you, Georgia boy. Okay, one more from Scotty, and then we have to actually get on with the rest of the vlog. Scotty, appreciate you, pimp. Drag 4, I own because of your video. It's my favorite vape. Dude, I was shocked by how much I liked the Drag 4. It's still sitting on my desk with that same tank, with that same coil head in it. It just rules. I feel like this PNP coil head is never going to go bad on me. It's rocking. But we're not there yet. What are you doing? You're getting me all off track, Scotty Waters. We're not quite there yet. We're just not quite there yet. All right, so my first official act of the vlog here, I think I should drink a beer. Oh, mama. Well, this is the beer we got tonight. This comes from Lancaster Brewing Company. This was a gift from Sick Boy. I don't even know if Sick Boy's here tonight. Yeah, that's the U-Force tank, 60-watt guy. That is the U-Force tank. Not sure if Sick Boy's even here tonight, but this came from the Sick Boy collection. I even wrote Sick Boy on the bottom. Haze Farmer. How do I pass on this Haze Farmer IPA? It says hazy and jam-packed with fresh hop aromas and flavor. We use Citra and Mosaic hops throughout brewing and fermentation, then bypass filtration to intensify the pure, juicy hop essences of the grapefruit, citrus, and straw, and tropical fruits. Lancaster Brewing Company, let's go. I'm going to be pouring this into a tulip-style glass. It says it's brewed with milk, sugar, which I believe we discussed on the stream on Wednesday, the patron stream on Wednesday, is lactose, adds like a creamy element to this. I'm excited. Here we go. I already feel like I've been talking too much. It's going to be a long night. Pouring this right into this tulip glass, as we do. Oh, yeah. Hazy. Trying to get a little bit of a head on there. See how fancy we can get. Ho, slow down, Graham Green. That's a little out of hand. That's a DJ Mattress move right there. You got no business trying that out. All right, maybe I went a little bit too ham on the head, because now I'm not going to be able to fit this whole beer in here. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Christopher, I hope you're doing well, brother. CJ Bluez. I don't know why I did that, but what we have in front of us is a very, very hazy IPA. This is the Haze Farmer. He farmed this haze for us. He went to his haze fields, and he tilled them, and he irrigated them, and did the things with seeds, and now we have haze. Anyway, cheers. I can't lean forward far enough to cheers the camera. Kind of. Cheers, guys. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy good. Sweet right out of the gate. Strong citrus, grapefruit, like grapefruit rind, like orange peel. Damn it, that is delicious. My first thought was, this is going to pair with, I want this to pair with something like blueberry. I feel like a blueberry would set this thing on edge. CJ. Sweet, creamy, delicious, citrusy, like a grapefruit rind. And I know that doesn't sound super appealing. In fact, saying it doesn't sound super appealing. Like saying it kind of sounds gross. Grapefruit rind. It's like grapefruit rind. It's like this peel of a grapefruit, and then you you kind of snap it in half, and you get those citrus explosions in the air. That all over this. It's got so much upfront sweetness, though, that grapefruitiness turns into like a grape sweetiness. If that makes any sense. Tasty. Tasty. Now, I don't know what we can pair this with. Plus, I like this art. Like, that's cool. I like that beer companies can get away with, big, bright, colorful cans with lots of colors and big bubble letters on there, and they never get accused of appealing to kids. But this, this is appealing to kids because it's green. This is not appealing to kids, despite being all sorts of bright, ridiculous colors. Yeah, look, I'm not saying there's a double standard in society, but there definitely is, 100%. In fact, I want to pair this with the blueberry, Homeboy blueberry custard. I think that's where I'm going with this. Maybe this as well. Let's try it with this first. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I was expecting. This citrus and blueberry, they just go together. It honestly reminds me of one of my old favorite e-liquids from way back in the day. I'm going to say 2013 was one called, I can't even remember who made it. It was called Lemberry, and the bottles looked like, I don't know, like the periodic table of elements. I can't remember what liquid company that was, but they had one called Lemberry. I think I got it from Zamplebox before they were Zamplebox. They were something else. I think I got it from them. This beer paired with this blueberry is giving me shades of that lemberry. Pretty delightful. No, I'm doing it wrong. I'm new here. Holy crap, that is delightful. I don't even want to try to pair it with anything else, but I'm still going to. This is that Jake Scrapwood. You know, it's the Boro. It's a 1-of-1 odorous Urungus Guar custom 21700 Boro. I got the ammo on the inside. It's filled up with a weird banana cereal Indonesian liquid. Where did the bottle go? Yeah, this guy. It's filled with this, the Lackley Bananola. Yeah. Still been vaping it. Still a little bit harsh on the throat, but here we go. Fun times. Nope, because this was locked. Nope, because this is asking me what the resistance is. Here we go. Hey, yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. It's not my favorite. Pretty good. Not my favorite. Pretty good. That blueberry pairing with this, though. That was the bomb.com. Shout out again to Sick Boy. Thank you, bro. No. Sick Boy. For the Lancaster Brewing Company, Hayes Farmer. I think I have 2 more Sick Boy beers before we run out of Sick Boy beers. Yo, Dr. Von Braun. I saw you sneak in there. Anyway, let's real quickly, I don't want to do birthdays just yet. If you have a birthday, throw it out into the chat. Try to get my attention if it's a birthday of you or someone you know, your friend. We got some birthdays to sing. I do want to talk about what I've been vaping, keeping in mind that I've been sick. And I'm going to mention that again, but I'm sick. I'm getting over it now. And other guy right now is going to explain that I've been sick, and I repeat myself a lot because, hi, I'm Grim Green. But if you want to know what I'm vaping, we got to go out to the couch. If you want to know what I've really been vaping, then yeah, we're going to have to come out here to the living room. I'm at my spot on my couch. It's the spot in front of the TV that I really like, and I sit here and I have my table and I have my vape stuff. This last week, I was, as you may have heard, and as I may have already mentioned tonight, I've been sick. I haven't been vaping a whole lot. I'll say 2 of the things I've been able to vape very comfortably with the sickness is it's the Stubby. Just put up my review for this. It's the Stubby in mouth to lung, 12 milligram guava deep cuts on the inside, 1.5 millimeter airflow, although I wish I had used the 1 millimeter airflow. Let's see what the resistance is here. That's right, 0.45, 16 watts, mouth to lung, just try it drip tip. This has been like my sickness vape. This is the only vape. This is almost the only vape I could vape all week without any like coughing or irritation or anything like that. Thankfully, the Stubby was there for me. The Pasito Mini as well, filled with the same deep cuts guava jelly, vinyl and vapor, 12 milligram non-salt nicotine in here. I've been able to vape this just fine. Throat hit gets maybe a little bit more intense on a coil head based system, but still wasn't like too harsh to keep me from vaping, like no coughing or anything like that. Been thankful for both of these things this week. The Anarchist Turk disposables just live out here. I don't take them anywhere. I don't take them with me. I never take them into the office. They literally just sit out here. And the only reason they kind of sit out here is in that, like, I forgot to bring anything out to the living room event. Like if I come out here for lunch and I'm eating lunch and I'm watching TV and I reach for something, chances are there will at least be a disposable there, even if I left everything else in my office. That's why the disposables stay there. They don't get a whole lot of use. Over yesterday and today, I've been able to vape a lot more. So the Calmia, again, with the same deep cuts, is in there. The Vinci 3, that I still really love vaping. Just wish it didn't get so messy and leaky in the bottom. Every time. Happens to vape like a champ. PNP coil head, 6 milligram. Deep, nope, not deep cuts. Some max, a pony on the acid. Or POA, or what did they end up calling it at the end? Like Tropical Delight or something weird? In fact, I don't think there's going to be very many changes from last week either, because we're ending it with the Gunmetal Empire with the TMF V2 RDA on top. This has been my couch cloud chaser setup. Oh, that lunar sweet mango is on the inside. Good God, I have a limited supply of this liquid, so I try to use it as sparingly as possible. Makes sense that it's in a squonk by, in the living room. If this was sitting on my desk, I would just crank through all of this liquid in like a week. And that's kind of it. The last thing that made it out here late last night, it's the Caliburn. It's the Caliburn Tenet. Uses the G, the G coils. All right. Did that lunar sweet mango make me sneeze? I don't know where that sneezing attack came from. Caliburn's been good. It's been fine. The Tenet in copper is a little bit heavy for my taste, for like a stick battery style pod, but the G coil heads vape good, if not get just, a little bit messy. But honestly, that's kind of it. If I had to narrow it down to one thing that I have been vaping since last week, it's the stubby. That's it. It's the reliable stubby. I can grab it. I don't have to worry about battery life because, 21700. I can grab it. I generally don't have to worry if the tank is full or not because, it's got a huge capacity and I'm only using it in mouth to lung. This stubby tank should last me like days, maybe even a week. Okay, maybe not that long, but still, you get the idea. Big capacity. I don't know what's quite happening in here, but the throat hit from this 12 milligram feels substantially different in the stubby RTA than it does in like a Caliburn or a Calmia. I get a much more intense throat hit, not flavor, throat hit from the pod than I do from the tank. It's a very noticeable difference. All right, well, I'm going to blow my nose, so I'm going to send you back to the other guy before you have to watch this. Okay. As far as what's on my desk that I've been vaping, this is literally just as of like yesterday and today. It's the Mando. I grab for this first. Every time I sit at my desk, it's the Mando with the RDA for vaping V2, my weird swoopy drip tip on there that I like, with the Excision Paradox. This liquid is, damn it, just so good. I can't handle how good this liquid is. I can't handle it when my mech mod doesn't fire. What are you doing, RCM? Why does it do that? That's like the second time I've had a misfire on this RCM. Third. Ah! Are you haunted? Like, what's going on? I press the button, nothing happens. And then I switch hands. Okay, I've never had that many misfires in a row from this. You always fire. What's wrong with you? Yeah! There it goes. Maybe that was a little much. I shouldn't have done that. You saw the Drag 4 Empire with coil spills layover on the inside. It's a delicious banana flavor. Of course. Also, you saw the guar, you saw the odorous. I've been using this really sparingly because it's a 6 milligram. It's just really throaty. These things happen. Another thing on my desk I've been using very reluctantly. I've been using this to gauge how good of condition my throat is in, because the liquid in here carries a pretty substantial throat hit. It's the Sokka's Curse, 12 milligram. This is the Brunhild, mouth to lung, sitting on the Proxima with a Oleg Glory to Ukraine drip tip. Love it. Love this. I don't know if I'm ready for this throat hit yet. Ah, easy, and delicious. As far as the pod on my desk, there's really only been two. It's the Geek Vape Ween XK1. Come on, Hall of Fame for a reason. Cross 3 Mini. I'm doing a pods ranked this month. I'm going to try to do a pods ranked like as early as next week. But the Cross 3 Mini has become like, this could be headed to the Hall of Fame. Like, these Cross 3 pods are just some of the best pods I've ever used, ever in the history of poddom. Sokka's Mindbender. What did I say? Sokka's Curse? Sorry, Delia. It is Sokka's Mindbender. It is Sokka's Mindbender, not Sokka's Curse. This is the first time I've had it in like a 12 milligram. It just hits the throat, you know? And I can't curl my finger yet. I don't have full dexterity. That's not bad. That's some good throat hit right there. That's actually some feeling good. And then lastly is this. The Lost Vape, Orion 2. Kind of great. Like, restricted lung all day long. 6 milligram pistachio. The flavor's good. I can't explain how this thing vapes. I say this in the review that's coming soon, but it's like extra crispy. It's like the crispiest vape. I don't know how to explain it. It's just crazy crispy. Freaking yo-yo, Ashton Palmer. I see you there, pal. So there we go. That's what I have been vaping. But now we need to see what you guys have been vaping. That's right. It's Assignment America time. This is actually called Assignment Planet Globe. I just want to see, basically, I want to see your vape porn. I want to see your bangers. I want to see your vape porn. I want to see the setups that you're rocking. I want to see it. I want to see it all. First one, Ian. Ian out of the UK. Look at all this stuff. Look at this stuff. Ian says, hey, Nick, regular member of the hashtag replay crew. Hell yeah, Ian. Hell yeah. Love watching your vlog and feeling like I'm part of the wider vaping community. You are. You are part of it. You don't have to feel like that. You are part of it. Thank you for everything you do for all of us. Here's my current regular rotation. I always have some mouth-to-lung, restricted direct lung, and something cloudy with me. I'm a member of the Planet of the Vapes forum in the UK, and we are blessed with Andy from Dovpo, who runs tester events for us. So I'm testing the Shure and the Pioneer 1.5 at the moment. Shure is winning, yeah. Is that what that is? Okay, that's the Shure. I wasn't sure what that was. Get it? Sure. Anyway, I can't really ID most of these. I don't know what that squonker at the front is. It looks like a nitrous on top. I think that's a Pulse. I think that's a My Vapes recurve on top. I think that's a Gen. I don't know what's on top. I think that's a Vaporesso something. I think that's the Shure. That's definitely an Abyss, but I don't know what's inside. That's definitely a Pulse, but I don't know what's inside. It's definitely a topside dual. Can't tell what's on top. And I think that's Vaporesso something on the end, and it looks like a Pioneer 1.5. Wide selection of juices, including super good, hashtag super grim, but yeah, fuck yeah. Love it, Ian. Thank you. Appreciate you. Where was, I think I saw Jay Blaze Coils here tonight. Where's Jay Blaze? Where'd Jay Blaze go? From Jay Blaze, few setups I'm currently running. So glad you're healed and fully streaming again. The Grim Army and vape community as a whole is at its best when Nick Green is at his. Love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jay Blaze. Hey, love you too. From left to right, we got a billet box with a Voltrove and guava jelly. Amazing. Amazing choice. I mean, really. A Hexome with an Asgard Mini and Pistachio Delight. Again, amazing. And an Empire with an Asgard Mini and Omeboy Mango. Here's the thing. These are all rockin' ass setups, Jay Blaze Coils, and I would vape any of those. Any of those. I like the mod and the RDA and the liquid in every single one of your setups, which is kind of a rare thing. I get a little bit picky sometimes, Jay Blaze. Appreciate you, Jay Blaze. Had maybe like two more. Mary went vape shopping. This is Mary. I think I saw you here tonight, Mary. This is Mary's vape shopping haul. This is like, I believe this was like a re-up, and she ordered a Cross Nano Argus Pod, some Smock stuff, a Twister 3, that's a Lost Vape Thelema, a Dead Rabbit 3, a Drag X, a Freemax tank, something like that. Sweet haul, Mary. Sweet haul. Whatever keeps you off of cigarettes, whatever does the job. It looks like Mary is going to be set up for a little while. A little while. Paolo. Look at you, Paolo. Look at this. He says, I just wanted to show off, and I think there was a way to do that. Yes, he says, my name is Paolo, and I'm moving back to Italy from Alexandria, Virginia. And obviously, I've loved your channel for many smoke-free years since 2008. And that's Paolo's setup. Here's the thing, Paolo. I don't know what device that is. Does anybody in the chat know what device that is? It's like a cool wooden and stainless copper side-by-side. In fact, I don't even know what RTA that is. I have no idea, nor have I ever heard of any of these liquids. Paolo, you just made me feel so out of touch with vaping. It's not even funny. I don't even know what mouth-to-lung tank is this 60-watt guy. What mod is this? Mick is saying the... Fickers? The Fackers? No, maybe that's not what Mix. I don't know what device this is. I have no idea. Looks like Mowgli's labels. Oh, okay, maybe that is. Maybe this is what it is. Tone Ohm Fackers. Fakirs? Fackers? Fackers? Well, that doesn't help me out at all, Ryan. I don't know. SSD Storm, thank you for keeping it real over there on Twitch. I appreciate you. SSD Storm, honorary Twitch dude. The Fakirs. The Fakirs. Fakirs. Okay, wait. I'm going to need to Google this. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is a thing. Holy shit, these are nice mods. These are cool mods. Okay, there's a Facebook group. There's a web page. Okay, these look like pretty cool mods. Those look like damn hell-ass cool mods, actually. One last assignment, America. Fakers. Fakers? Is it fakers? Don't tell me it's fakers. Fakers has a quite the slow website. That's okay. 21700. The Elucia C. They have cool names. Elucia. Is that the Elucia C 21700? It looks cool. I'm gonna track down. Yeah, the Elucia. Where would I be lost without you guys? Yeah, the Elucia looks very cool. It is also, I mean, they're not free. They're not giving them away. Those are a little bit pricey. Let's check in with the last assignment, America. They were nice enough to send in a video. I think said, my name is Mihai or Rose on Instagram. Love your work. Keep up the good work. Yo. Fucking A. Let's hear from Rose right now.
Hi, Nick.
Stay hydrated.
Drink your water.
Drink your water.
And for the setups, for the 7-planet globe, first, a Telema Solo GT4S on top, 32 watts.
Okay, sorry, real quick. When he gets to the mouth to lung stuff, listen to how crackly his mouth to lung is. This is like crackle on another level. I was like immediately jealous of his crackle. Okay.
Just perfect. Next, we have a converter, the Ambitious mod, with a K-Fan Light Plus at 22 watts.
What?
Then my favorite, a Dicodes Micro with a K-Fan V3, mini V3 on top at 22 watts. And my daily banger, an Urus by Hugo Vapors with a Shure. To get what? See ya.
I'll see you, Rose. I have a question, though. How in the name of God do you get that crackle out of your mouth to lungs? I've never had a crackle. I've never had a mouth to lung with that much crackle, even on my best days. I'm running this at 22 watts. You're running all your stuff at 22 watts. That's nowhere near as crackly, and this is the most crackly mouth to lung that I have right now. That was like next levels of crack. There's got to be a different way to say that. Next levels of crackle. That was crackle, crackle, crackle. Not even snap, not even a snap in there or a pop. That was just pure crackle. Dang crackle. All right, well, if anybody else out there watching this video right now has some vape porn that they want to send over, send it. nick@grimgreen.com. Put your subject, assignment planet globe. Chances are I'll see the attachment. It will get filed and used accordingly. Send them on over. I want to see your bangers. I want to see your vape porn. There's nothing I love more than seeing people's setups. It's something that has always brought me so much joy. I used to love at vape meets seeing everybody's setups. You know what I mean? Like I would meet someone and they'd say, oh, I've been smoke free for like a year now. And I'm like, shit, let me see your setup. Like, what are you rocking there? Everybody has cool stuff. Like everybody has cool stuff. And that's one of the things, like, you have cool stuff. I have cool stuff. It's just cool stuff. And I like seeing cool stuff. Yeah, we need, but did you hear the crackle, Tribal Buddha? Did you hear the glorious crackle of that? That was next level crackle. That was next level. Birthdays. Any birthdays? It's a shame that Breeze Tones isn't here because I need him to see that crackle. I need him to see that crackle. Any other birthdays? Hang on, I'm going to sneeze again. All right. Well, look, that's just something that might be happening tonight pretty frequently. Pretty frequently. What do you say we do some retro vaping, I believe? And actually, hang on. Let me go check on some super chats. What up, super chatters? Where are we at? Where did I leave off? Georgia boy? That's right. Scotty Waters sent us all in a weird rabbit hole A Vaping Jedi. Have a beer on me, my friend. Make sure it's a sour. Jerk. You're a jerk. I'm just kidding. In fact, Vaping Jedi, his youths his offspring is, where's the link? I just thought I saw it. Yeah, there you are. His offspring are selling some Girl Scout cookies. And I'm not going to not buy Girl Scout cookies, and I'm not going to not put this link in the chat. I'm going to put that link in the description as well. Buy some Girl Scout cookies. Help out the Vaping Jedi's offspring. You know, we just bought some. Everybody buy some cookies. What can't be improved with cookies? I like these Elucia mods. Elucia C, Elucia D. I kind of want the side-by-side. There it is. Oh, look at you, side-by-side. These are cool. These are cool mods. And I had never heard of them before that. Yeah. He's got the Elucia mech, it looks like. That's a cool device. That's a cool device. Justin, hey, bruh. Happy to see you at a vlog, Justin. Hope you're doing well. You just tattooing everybody that comes in your door? Just tattoo whatever on them? Appreciate you, Justin. Hope you're doing good, man. Robert, that's very gracious of you, my friend. You didn't say anything. You didn't have to. There's a fist bump for you. We got one from Mary Nixon. Wish me luck tomorrow, she says. I go into surgery on my knee I had replaced in December. Hope you feel better soon. Mary, all my love, all my good wishes and love to Mary. Good luck. Good luck, Godspeed, rest up, heal, heal that knee, come back to us even stronger than ever. You're going to basically be a cyborg when you come back, Mary. You're going to have robotic parts. You're more machine than Mary now. I'm just kidding, Mary. Good luck tomorrow. All the best of luck tomorrow. Jesse James, that crackle is insane. The Orion 2 is amazing, FYI. Correct. GTX RBA works if you modify the chimney. I think many other PNPs will work as well. Glad you're back. Really? You're telling me that a GTX or a PNP will work in this? In the, what did I just say this was? The Orion 2? For realsies? Well, listen, here's the thing. I'm not going to get quite there yet because I'm having just a little bit of a love affair with the coils that they included. Rocking good. Rocking good. We got one more from Connor Smith here. Do you start your wattage low on a stock coil? Yes, absolutely. 100%. Always. Always, always. I never turn it up to as high as I want to vape it right out of the gate. I'll always keep it, I don't know, I just hold the button down and then let go. And sometimes it's between like 15 and 25-ish watts. And that's where you can kind of, make sure that it's going. I'll turn it up a little bit. Make sure that it's really going before I really get to the wattage. That's a good practice to get into, I think. Unless you're really very confident that your coil head is, really very well saturated, I start my wattage low. Just a good practice to get into. J Ring, freaking thank you. YouTube recommended your DSE 901 video yesterday. Holy cow. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, I did do, the DSE 901. Was it the 510 cart on a 901 atomizer? Was that the video? Old videos. 14 years. Dude, 14 years. Yeah, this. 14 years. That's bananas. It's bananas that this Grim Green has been going on for 14 years. Vaping 14 years. Don't worry, I'm going to make a video addressing it. But what say you guys? Do you want to get into some retro vaping real quick? Because I got something pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Yes, yes, yes. Let's retro vape. Kapow is right. Let's retro vape. Look at this. Would you just look at this? This is a retro vape that I wanted to do like literally months ago, maybe months ago, you know? That's right, hashtag Team 14. That's crazy. I never thought I would ever quit smoking, you know? I just never thought I did. And then I'm smoke-free 14 years, and it's the easiest thing like I've literally ever done. What's good, James? Chillin'. We're about to do some retro vappins right now. This RDA. This is the Twisted Messes squared. Twisted Messes cubed. Sorry, Twisted Messes cubed. I have one of these. All the O-rings broke. It's just in a sad state of affairs, so I wasn't able to like build it or vape it or anything. But Kent, in his infinite wisdom, sent me one. He had a brand new one. He was sitting on it. He sent it to me. We're going to build it. This RDA caused more drama, like a genuine little bit of a rift between Kent and I very early on in our friendship. It taught me a lot of lessons, actually. I learned a lot of lessons from this cubed RDA, but Kent decided to release a completely square RDA with Aria. Back in the day, Aria built, Beyond Vape. People remember those companies. Don't tell me I'm that old that nobody remembers Aria built. Square. It was a square RDA with O-rings, and the airflow was these discs on the side. You see these discs that you can adjust like independently of each other. In fact, they come out. So that's your airflow. Whoops. That's your airflow, is these slots that line up, I mean, right to where your coils are, and then you can kind of pick how big you want your airflow. You want it real restricted down, you can turn it real restricted down. You can flip this around, put it in there, have it be real restricted down. In my naivety, right? I was kind of new at this at the time. I didn't realize the responsibility that goes along with having an audience. And I think a lot of influencers now don't realize the responsibility that comes along with having an audience. But I got this in the mail. I opened it up. I didn't put a build on it. I got on Instagram. I took a toot. I was like, oh, airflow whistles. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that, because people listen to you. And if I say something has whistly airflow, it puts the bug in people's brains that, oh, I kind of wanted that Twisted Messes squared, but if Nick says it has whistly airflow, maybe I'll hold off a little bit. It caused a big rift between Kent and I that we didn't squash for a really long time. We didn't squash. We had to finally hash it out and squash our beef, and I apologized, and it taught me a lot of lessons about like being cognizant of the things I say on the internet, and realizing that when you have an audience that people are going to listen to you. And so if I say something is whistly, it kind of puts it out there in the ether that it's whistly. This is going to go tonight on a retro regulated device, comes right to the edge. It looks like it's overhanging. It's not. It comes boom, right to the edge, boom, right to the edge. VGod 200 watt box mod. Oh, that hurt really bad. Ah, damn it. With a door that is apparently glued on here. Oh. So, I'm going to get some coils. I'm going to grab some Duchess coils, actually. We're going to throw some Dutchies in here. I'm going to get some 18650s. Firstly, did anybody have this mod, see this mod, know of this mod? I thought this was one of the best devices when it got released. I just loved the crap out of it. Tiny little deck of cards, 200 watt regulated box. I keep this around for a reason, not just for retro vapes, but because I legitimately like this. You know, it's been so long. Thank you. Thank you, Swift Cycling. It's been so long since this has been released. I feel like I could just clone it at this point. Like, it's the size of a billet box. It's a great little hand feel. Anyway, there's the deck. 4-post deck. Should be super easy to install. What are those? Flathead screwdrivers? Screws? Perfect. Sorry. I'm going to open these up. We're going to put a Duchess coils build in here. Ooh, brand new. Brand new. It's weird vaping a brand new vape product, but it was released in 2016. That's weird. I feel like I'm in a time machine. Yes. All right, hang on. I forgot to grab some coils, so let me get my Duchess bag. The Duchess bag. What you know about Duchess coils? I got the lion's share of these. Let's see. If we're putting this on something regulated, we're probably going to want something... yeah, 0.2 through 0.26. Yeah, restricted direct lung aliens. No, we don't want those. We can go low. This goes up to 200 watts. That's fine. I keep pulling out restricted direct lung aliens, Duchess. Here we go. Aliens, triple 28 gauge core, 36 gauge outer, kidney puncher, nichrome 80, 0.13, 0.15, 2.5 millimeter Boosh. Let's go. Boosh. Let's go, Duchess. Here's the coils we're using. And my nose is running, and I have nothing to wipe it on except for my shirt. And that's gross. Look, I chose to do this. I did this to myself. Well, with this, we're going to go from here to here, right? We're going to go from outer to the inner of this side. So that's how these are going to go in here. There to there. Let's do this up here. I have to go full Russian hacker. I can't pretend that I'm going to be able to see that while it's in front of the camera. Sure these are 2.5 millimeters, bro? Because they're 3 millimeters. Okay. Nope, they are 2.5 millimeters. All right. I was really trying to force that in there. Even though I'm doing this backwards technically. I'll explain that in a second. But I'm just going to get this in here. We should do the Twisted Messes cubed like on a speed build. The Frames Janklin YouTube channel. Not bad. Sometimes old Grim knows what he's doing. Sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Forgot about the Dickie Moe rule. I just let those leads go flying everywhere. Did you see that? Reckless. Reckless abandon. Whoops. I have to pre-clip one of these leads because it's just the way it was back in the day. I'm going to take off like that much. Yeehaw. Boosh, boosh, booish. Go in. I know you want to. There you go. There you go, pal. Good on you. Flathead screws. I know we used flathead screws on the recoil, but right now flathead screws are not my favorite. Make sure these are all nice and tight. Good. Yeah, well, that's what we got. I could center these. I could center these, but I probably won't. But that's what we ended up with. Not bad. Some Duchess coils. Stack them in the center holes. No. I don't want to do that. Why would I make things harder on myself? That's a crazy thing to do, Ashton. That's insane. You're out of your mind. Let's see what the resistance is. Check atomizer. All right. It's going to be like that, is it? Check atomizer. Here's the thing. I wanted this to be square on here. Oh, it's going to be square. Oh, no, it keeps telling me to check my atomizer. Huh. I can't get it any tighter. It says atomizer short. Check atomizer, check atomizer, check atomizer. Okay. I wonder I wonder why. I wonder. Darling! All right, let me check. We'll grab a DNA. Why is it we always run into issues with the retro vaping? Is it because we're trying to use the oldest gear on Earth? Yeah, now you can read it. See if we can get these glowing. Should be easy. SDS Storm, thank you. You're the real MVP. Might need a little bit more wattage than 12, I think, for a 0.1. Let's at least try 30 watts to get these glowing. Man, I really hope that this is going to work on that VGod. Oh, beautiful, Duchess. Beautiful. Would you just look at that? Hey, there's still some hot spots. We'll get those. There it is. That's the ticket. Glowing great. Shout out to Duchess Coils. I'm going to use probably the very last of my BP Mods Pro Vape Cotton. I love the crap out of this stuff. Going to need to order some more. But this represents the last of the BP Mods Cotton. I might have another tub. I might have one last tub. It's just good cotton. It's good to get on a regular schedule of re-wicking. I don't know if that was what was going on there in the chat, David, but yeah. Sometimes we end up taking way too long to re-wick my wife's. In fact, she's overdue for a re-wick. I was supposed to re-wick her yesterday. Completely didn't. Frames Janklin Vapor was the last person to re-wick Casey. Well, there's got to be a better way to say that, but that's just the facts. Let's get some cotton. Cotton in. Beautiful. Of course, I'm off camera. That's too much cotton. This is why I waste cotton. This is how Nick wastes cotton. Bye, cotton. I should be more frugal with my cotton. Look at all this cotton waste. That's unacceptable. 60 watt guy. This is my custom Def Mods Guar lipo box. Boosh 4S lipo on the inside, DNA 200, lighty up button. My favorite band of all time is Guar, and so they just threw Guar all over the hell. I love everything about this device. There's nothing I don't like about it. Everywhere you look, it's filled with Guar and grossness, and it's great. And I was vaping it like as my banger for a while. I keep it around to put, like, you know, for lack of a better term, ridiculous things on it, like big RTAs, big RDAs, 35, 40 millimeter stuff. Like, you know, like the Steam Crave Aromomizer plus V2 goes on this. Lots of things go on this. But now I kind of use it for buildings. In fact, let's try. All right, here we go. I haven't vaped this in a hot minute. I have not vaped this in a second, but I have some Amatorium's Glamour Raspberry Ripple left. Put. You just put the wicks. It's like a put motion. These wicks might be a little bit short, but they'll stay down long enough to get that cap on. Perfect. Just put the wicks. And now I'm going to try to match the airflows on both sides. I want the most. I want like big cloud chasey airflow. What's to be done with this Homer Simpson? Amatorium. I can't even express how good this liquid is. It's freaking amazing. I'm gutted that they ended up shutting down because this was fire. If I could stock up on like gallons of this liquid, I would, without question. Just ask me how many gallons. It's not even a question of if. It's like yes, and how many gallons can I get? 50? Take it. He'd ship me a 50-gallon drum of Raspberry Ripple to California. Nothing felonious about that. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's only at 30 watts. So we're still reading a 0.1 that might be too low for that VGOD. It might be too low of resistance. There we go. Vapors. SDS Storm, keeping it real on Twitch. That's my favorite. Vapors, and then this is the airflow that I'm going for. The biggest possible. So we're going to put this on like here. Just like that. Honestly, nice fit and finish. Not bad. It looks like I got some wicks in front of my airflow, but that's just the way this is going to go. I'm going to try to put this on the VGOD because the plan was for the VGOD. I wanted the VGOD. That's the retro vape setup. The Twisted Mess is cubed on the VGOD. Is that going to read it? Check atomizer. I think this VGOD is just jacked. Damn, check atomizer. All right, well, it's time to clone this. I'm cloning it. This is going to be my next mod. Coming soon from Grim Green Vapors Cloud. We're going to call it the God V. The God V. That's actually a pretty cool name. Nobody steal that. Let's put it back on Gua here. So you wanted me Gua? Well, you're going to get your wish. 75 watts? 75 watts sounds good. 75 watts feels good. Boop, 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 boop. Let's add some extra liquidings on there. Now let's see where this lands. Okay, we're at a 0.14 final resistance, 75 watts. Twisted Messes cubed. I can't even explain to you what a historic. This is a historic RDA. Historic. Doesn't whistle. I should have never called it the whistle. I should have never said that it whistled. Whistling, vaping, needs much more wattage than that. Okay, come on now, DNA. Yeah, Def Mods is the company that makes this big beastly thing. In fact, this isn't even the biggest one that I have. You want to see the big one? The 60 watt guy, you want to see the big one? I'll show you the big one. Ah, there we go. This is the true monster. This was the first Def Mods that I got, and it's just a big lipo box. There's lipos on the inside. Beautiful. Def Mods, DNA 200. Huge lipo box. I'm a fan of lipo boxes. I've always been a fan of lipo boxes. This is the biggest one that I have. They said, what do you want all over it? And I just said, Satan? I don't know. I like Satan. So we got a bunch of, that's some overtly satanic imagery possibly. But none of it's real, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be possessed or anything. That's gone through some things, man. I've put some weird things on that, and I've vaped it, and I've left the house with that. I've left the house. I've driven in my car with a tank and this giant Def box mod. Done it. True facts. Okay, back to the cubed. You don't spy a puffy lipo. It's a perfectly serviceable lipo. It's how it's always looked. That is a lipo. It's never been in weird temperatures. It's never gone sideways on me. Yeah. It's just a lipo. Damn, now you got me all nervous. You're telling me this is a puffy lipo. I'm going to have to take this to Best Buy and, like, have them remove the lipo. Maybe I can send it back to Def Mods. I'm just so sentimental about this thing. I love it so much, especially the guar one. I want nothing to ever happen to these. Hella airflow. This is peak 2016. Peak 2016. All we cared about was airflow and cloud chasing. This is that RDA. Raspberry Ripple honestly tastes amazing in this RDA. That's nice. Now, the bummer part is, if I want to adjust the airflow, I got to pull this little tab off. Let's square this up with that one, and then we'll try to match it on this side. That one. Now, tell me, it's a good thing this isn't for sale anymore, because that is a whistle. I mean, that is an undeniable whistle. It's whistling so loud my dog is barking. It's whistling so loud my dog can hear it and is like, is that a police siren? Is that a dog whistle? And I'm saying, nope, it's just Twisted Messes cubed. I hate that it whistled right now. After I went on that whole speech about how I shouldn't say that it whistled, it never whistled, shouldn't have whistled, I shouldn't have said that, messed up mine and Kent's friendship for like months on end. Then it whistled. And it's still whistling. I corrected the airflow. Well, whistling aside, it's got a great deck. It's got real good flavor, and it's just a cloud chasey RDA, you know? If you could find one of these, like, secondhand, because there's just tons of vape stuff secondhand right now. If you can find one secondhand, it's worth it to have in your collection, to have as like a collector's item. This was one of the only really good, completely square RDAs. Watofo released a square RDA, but it was not square deck. It was a circle deck with a square top cap, and that is cheating. Kent did a square freaking deck with a square top cap. Oh, I shouldn't have put that Amatorium in there. I forgot how good this is, and it just doesn't exist anymore. All right. Well, thank you, Kent. Thank you, Kent, for the Twisted Messes cubed. Glad we squashed our beef. I'm sorry that it ruined our friendship for a little while, but I love you, and I wish you all the success in the world. Put it on a Mac. Put it on a Mac. I don't have a Mac. I have a clutch. Should I put it on the clutch? Megs isn't even here. I can't even say that. Put it on the clutch. Where's my clutch? Can't find it. I can't find my clutch. Seriously. Okay, seriously. All right, now I give up. I can't put it on the clutch. I wasn't meant to put it on the clutch. It's a no-go on the clutch. We're leaving it on gua for now. I wish I could get it to line up so that it was squared up with this device. Will that fire it? Hey, it will. I can square it up. Okay, that looks way better. I mean, it's still a little silly, but at least it's like squared up on the device. You whispered so high that your dog started howling, Lenloy? Murphy's the first dog I've ever had that howls. I've never had a howling dog before, but some sirens went by the other day, and he just went, brrr, and I died. It was the most adorable, cute thing in the history of adorable, cute things. It was amazing. Completely amazing. Hey, that was some damn hell-ass good retro vaping. Before we get into any sort of news or anything like that, let's go check on les super chats. Ah, yes. Wishing you luck tomorrow. Jesse James, Connor Smith recommended the DSE 901. Derek! Ha! Derek! Bro! You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Derek. I've missed you. I'm just going to say it. It's whatever. Take that however you want to take it. I missed you. The Patreon, I know, like, I'm not saying I notice when you leave, but I notice when you leave. Like, I get attached to things and people, and shut up. But yeah, I get attached to people, and when some people like take some time away, it's like, okay, well, you know, ultimately I was just like, I hope Derek's doing good. I hope Derek's doing great. I keep thinking, go Titans, you know? Go Titans. He says, good evening, buddy. I've been gone for a long time. Hope you and your community have been great. Buy yourself a beer on me. Derek, I hella will. We've been hella great, dude. We've been having some meetups. We were just in Louisiana hanging out. It was awesome. We're trying to get out, or I'm trying to get out to Ohio next month. They're having a meetup in Ohio, at Steel Valley, and everybody's going there. I'm going to try to get there. It's good times, Derek. I miss you, man. Hope you're doing good. That's it. I hope you're doing good. Scotty, one more time. Have you tried the rhubarb and custard? It's my favorite flavor. Tastes amazing in the Drag 4 tank. Do you mind giving a shout out to my friend Thomas too? I do not mind, but you're going to have to send another super chat. I mean, I'm not going to do it for free. Of course I'm joking. That's crazy. Who would do that? Thomas, bro, shouting you out. I hope you're doing good. This is from your friend Scotty Waters. He's shouting out Thomas. That's a hell of a dude right there. Hell of a dude. I have tried rhubarb and custard. I believe I have. I may have tried it on a vlog live stream. The rhubarb and custard. I'm a big rhubarb fan. I like rhubarb. Just rhubarb, give it to me. Growing up, my mom used to make strawberry rhubarb pie, which is, you know, where I got my love of strawberry, and I love rhubarb, and it's good stuff, Scotty. I'm gonna look through my bottles to see. I might still have it. Oh shit. Really? I'm a jerk, Tribal Buddha. I'm a jerk. That's a jerk thing to do. He says, I sent that, not Twisted Messes. Is that real life? Okay, I am sorry, Tribal Buddha. I am sorry. I really, really thought that came from Kent. It was because it was in the Type 2 box, and I just assumed everything in there was from Kent. I must be slipping in my old age. I'm sorry. All credit is due to Tribal Buddha, Blue Buddha tinctures. Get yourself some. Nicotine ain't no crime. Dang, Tribal Buddha, I am sorry. I will never forgive myself for this. I owe you something again. I owe you again. Let's just say it. I owe you again. Yeah, that's what happens. All right, let's I haven't seen Frank here yet tonight. Frank might not be showing up tonight. If Frank's here tonight, we're here to sing Frank a happy birthday. And we're here to sing anybody else a happy birthday. If anybody else has a happy birthday, SDS Storm, keeping it real on Twitch. I appreciate you. Here, let me join you. Let me join you over there. Let's do some emoting. Have you guys seen the new emote on Twitch? Did you guys see this? It's pretty dope. Appreciate you, SDS. Birthdays? Any birthdays? Speak now. Forever hold your peace. All right. It sounds like you're holding your peace. Wait, Lando? Did Lando have a birthday? Maybe I shouldn't sing happy birthday to Lando. I'm unsure of his birthday status, and I don't want to sing a false birthday, to somebody. Oh, thank you, Clown Spaz. I don't want to sing a false birthday. Your birthday's tomorrow, Blake? You're going on the list. I'm talking about birthdays like in the previous or following week. Like that's how big of a yeah. That's like Rifleman, this is like the theme of my life. Tribal Buddha knows best. I can't even tell you how many times Tribal Buddha has helped me out during build streams, corrected my wrong information, like just now. 100%. Birthday, Birdman 69. Birdman 69. All right. Birdman 69's got a birthday happening. All right, here we go. We're gonna sing happy birthday. I'm a firm believer in the birthday song. This is for Frank. It's his birthday actually today, but I don't know if it's his birthday. I don't know if he's here. Frank Neal, happy birthday. Let's see how I do with the current state of my affairs. Happy birthday to you, Marshall. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Frank. Also Blake. Also Birdman 69. Also Marshall. Also, I just saw one. Also, Austin's Lifestyle. That's right, I saw it. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room, skip around the room, skip around the room, skip around the room. Skip around the mother trucking room. Happy freaking birthday, you guys. Happy birthday all day. Happy birthday all week. Happy birthday to you. Damn, that's good. Happy birthday. Kool-Aid Pickles, face meat. Kool-Aid Pickles. All right. Getting through this delicious. Whew. Just take a second here. Have a little sippy sip. You got birthday emojis from SDS. Very nice. All right. I think it's time. I'd like to talk about Brian King a little bit. I'm going to try to keep my rage sweat to a minimum. So, first things first, join CASA. Why would you not do that? Join CASA. CASA.org. It's free. It's easy. You sign up with an email. They send you calls to actions for bad vape legislation in your area. It's specific to your state, your city, your local municipality. We are entering legislative session of 2023, which means that there's going to be all sorts of taxes, flavor bans, usage bans, more taxes, more flavor bans, more usage bans, literally coming everywhere. There's people, there's boots on the ground people like, shout out to Lindsey Stroud, shout out to Greg Connolly, shout out to the AVA, shout out to the people like Michelle Minton, who's in DC. They're constantly fighting back and they need our help. And I need our help. And vaping needs our help, Vaping needs our help. So join CASA. if you want to feel like you're doing something, this is actually doing something. This doesn't just make you feel like you're doing something. You're actually accomplishing something when you get up there on CASA.org. So I guess I just wanted to talk about Brian King for a little bit. Hang on. We don't have the 15 minutes of news and advocacy timer. Rest in peace, Matt Sinister Memorial, 15 minutes of news and advocacy. Brian King, I don't know what to make of this guy. Don't know what to make of this guy. I didn't like him when all I knew of him was his policy. I didn't like him when all I knew of him was CDC and Valley. I didn't like him when he moved to FDA and the Center for Tobacco Products. He didn't give any interviews. He didn't release any statements. And now it seems that he is going everywhere and talking to everybody. And, you know, I can't trust... I can't trust FDA. I just can't trust them. I can't trust FDA tobacco. I can't trust the Center for Tobacco Products because people in FDA have lied before to the vape industry. I remember when Azar, who used to be the head of Health and Human Services, he went on the radio and was talking about, oh yeah, we're going to have this pathway for small businesses, the PMTA pathway for small businesses. We're going to kind of nurture that and help them through. And then, oh, just kidding. Fuck you. You know, that's kind of exactly what happened. That's how it feels still under Brian King. Is it's like, oh, congratulations on quitting smoking. I'm glad you did that, but fuck you. We're going to ban your products anyway. You know, AVM did a great live stream with Brian King. He is a stand-up dude to do that. I really admire him for talking to the stakeholders like he did on the AVM live stream. You know, he didn't have to do that, but he did. And he kind of answered some questions a little bit. He does that bureaucratic thing where they just sort of talk and then you go, did he answer that? Was that an answer? Greg, did he answer that exactly? Let me give you an example, okay? Let me give an example of Brian King sort of tap dancing around a question. Listen, pay attention to the question that Greg asks him and then listen to his answer and tell me if you think he answered Greg's question.
And just to be clear, has FDA ever identified a single nicotine vaping product, not a illicit THC cartridge, that could be more hazardous than smoking?
I would say that at present, we evaluate the merits of evidence that has been submitted to this agency in terms of applications and science on their products. At present, we have authorized 23 e-cigarette products or devices that we have found the net benefits outweigh the risks. And we'll continue to do that. The onus is on the applicants to submit that information, and we're fully open to evaluating that information and making an informed scientific decision.
What? Was that an answer? I didn't hear a yes, a no, or a maybe in there, and it sounded like a yes or no question. Have you found any e-cigarettes so far outside of THC cartridges that are worse than a cigarette? No. That could have been a one answer. No, we haven't. Well, you know, I'd say what we say is we're very open to the scientific, you know, and we have this pathway. When you know, we're very open to it. And as to date, we've approved 23. Was that an answer? Didn't feel like an answer. Didn't feel like an answer to me, Brian King. Did not feel like an answer to me. To be fair, he was in hostile waters. You know, he's doing a Q&A with the American Vapor Manufacturers Association. Greg's not holding back. Allison's not holding back. None of the questions were holding back. Jacob Greer got on there, asked him some great questions. Skip Murray was on there, asked some great questions. Chris Gardner was on there, asked him some great questions. I asked him a question, which we're going to get to in a second, but to be fair, he was in hostile territory, and he did say some things where you kind of go, that was like a good thing he just said. I feel like that was a good thing he just said. As little as I trust the Center for Tobacco Products. That kind of sounded like maybe a good thing that he just said. Here's exhibit. Here's
And I will say for my part, 7 months in, science is going to rule the day. And we are going to use science to inform our decisions. That will not be ideology. And I am fully committed to constructive dialogue with people. And that includes both internally as well as externally. We may not always agree on everything. And, newsflash, that's how science works. You never have everyone agree on everything, but it's weighing the merits of the scientific argument being made and making sure that that's the best science to answer the specific question at hand. And again, I'm hopeful that with our new leadership in the Office of Science that we'll be able to accomplish that moving.
We got new leadership at the Center for Tobacco Products in the Office of Science. We got Brian King, who's an epidemiologist. He's a man of science. He said with his own mouthy words, science will rule the day, not ideology, not ideology. What's interesting is he says things like that, and then we'll also pivot and say things like, well, we're just doing what Congress, mandated us to do. Oh, so it is a little bit of ideology then. If you're kowtowing to Congress who are not scientists, if you're kowtowing to Dick Durbin, who I know is not a scientist, are there any scientists in Congress? Are there any scientists on Congress? No. Maybe Rand Paul. Isn't he a doctor of some sort? He's kind of always stood up for vaping just a little bit, despite being a piece of shit. He says some good things occasionally, Are there any scientists in Congress? Because you say that science is going to rule the day and not ideologies, but he keeps talking about, well, that's what Congress wants of us. That's what Congress mandated us to do. That's what Congress told us to do. So it is going to be a little bit of ideology. Maybe, would you say half and half? Would you say half science and maybe half kowtowing to Congress, just demanding that you ban these products without any, sort of scientific rigor or anything like that? Kowtowing to Dick Durbin is not ideology. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. I'm a firm believer in science. I love science. It's the only subject in school I did good in because it didn't really involve a whole lot of math. It more involved, cells and mitochondria and, things like that. Really into it. Love it. Love it. Building blocks of knowledge, But the idea that it's going to be driven by science and not ideology, I hope so. Like that, nothing would make me happier than that. But the track record of FDA and CTP so far, I mean, come on. How are we not supposed to conclude that this is not driven by ideology when it's really only been driven by ideology? FDA denied Juul, had to be sued, and then backpedaled and was like, oh, no, there looks like there was maybe some sciencey things we missed in there. Maybe we were pulling a little bit too much from the ideology pile before we started pulling from the science pile, and that's how we ended up denying Juul's PMTA. So he says some good things, but he also said something that I thought was really very hyper interesting. So interesting that I made it the title of this video. There's no more youth epidemic, you guys. Done. 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 No more youth epidemic. I know. CDC's been going on about a youth epidemic. FDA's been going on and on and on and on and on about a youth epidemic. 3 million kids isn't an epidemic, but 3.5 million kids is an epidemic, and then 2.5 million kids is also an epidemic, and then 2 million kids is also an epidemic. No more epidemic. Listen, these are Brian King, the director of the Center for Tobacco Products' own words regarding the youth.
So CTP has been describing teen vaping as an epidemic since 2018, a word that was chosen using focus groups to heighten the emotional reaction. But since then, teen vaping has plummeted, and today fewer than 3% of teens vape daily. That's not what the word epidemic means, not clinically, not scientifically, and not in common sense. So how do you expect to be taken seriously by the public as a scientific agency when you continue to use a flatly erroneous term like that?
Yeah, so I believe you're speaking about the CDC, and FDA has not used that terminology to use the most recent.
Dude just threw CDC under the bus. He used to work at CDC, bro. He was in charge of EVALI at CDC. And then when we bring up the epidemic, he's like, nah, I think you're thinking of CDC. Maybe not, because I remember at least a dozen FDA infographics that had, what was that word? Epidemic all over them. Youth vaping epidemic, an epidemic of youth vaping on infographics, on press releases, literally everywhere. Okay, with that in mind, okay.
Estimates of youth use. I will say that I'm an epidemiologist by training, so I'm fully cognizant of the definition of an epidemic, which is unprecedented increases over what you'd expect at baseline. That said, I think and know that the science has shown a decline in the number of youth users, and that's a good thing. Over the past couple of years, we have seen decline since the peak in 2019. It's still too high. We've got 2.5 million kids that are still using these products, and based on what we're seeing with other products among kids, including cigarettes and smokeless and others, we can achieve those low levels as well, below 2%, 1% per 2%. I do disagree with the notion that we should only be concerned with daily use among kids. We do have research that demonstrate even infrequent use elicit signs and symptoms of dependency. And so from my perspective, any youth use of these products is problematic, and that, that's how you become a frequent user is there's a pathway from intermediary to frequent use. But regardless, the good news is that it's coming down. I hope that continues. We certainly have the pandemic effect, which has affected everything, right? We see it on a variety of health indicators. So it's interesting to see next year, once kids are now back in school more frequently, and there's potential social sources, whether we see a change in that use. But I hope it continues to decline. And as I've noted, previously, I see where we can go based on the use of other products, and I'm hopeful that we can continue these types of interventions to continue to reduce use. But it's not mutually exclusive from actions to help continue to address the issue of harm reduction among adult smokers and getting them to quit completely.
So on your watch, sorry, Allison. So on your watch, the FDA has decided to no longer use the term epidemic.
Since I've started, I haven't uttered it. I'm not aware of any of my staff, but as far as I'm aware, we have not used the term. It's ultimately up to respective individuals. There's certainly disagreements among epidemiologists, like there is any discipline. You're going to find people disagree. But in terms of the big picture issue, I don't want us to see the forest beyond the trees. And the bottom line is that there's still too many kids using these products. And so whatever you call it, we've got 2.5 million kids using the products, and we can do better in terms of reducing them. And so I don't want us to get caught up in semantics so much as the big picture. And for me, we've got more work to do. We've made good progress, but we've got to continue to the pedal to the metal while still keeping an open mind around strategies continue to benefit adult smokers to get them to quit completely.
So there you go. You heard it. No more youth epidemic. He said he's never said it. His office has never said it. That might be true, but the FDA has said it and used it a lot. 2.5 million kids, still too many. Still too many. It's just a matter of semantics. It doesn't matter if the youth vaping epidemic never even really happened, maybe peaked in 2019, has been dropping literally ever since. There was never really a youth vaping epidemic. Now that youth vaping has dropped like over 50% in the last 2 years, now FDA says, well, it doesn't matter what you call it, even though we called it an epidemic for years on end. It doesn't really matter what you call it, even though we focus tested the word epidemic and found it to be the most shocking for people to hear that really, elicited an emotional response in them. I don't care what you call it. That's what he says. I don't care what you call it. There's still too many youths using these. So the epidemic might be over, but you're not going to hear that from FDA. They're still going to give you really large numbers of 2.5 million, 3 million kids using these. He gets really stuck on ever use. Should we be more concerned with ever use, casual use, once in the last 30 days? I don't think so, because all the data shows that youth vaping is still going down. So those casual users, Brian King, aren't turning into regular users because youth vaping is continuing to go down. Youth smoking is below 1%. Below 1%. Daily youth smoking is below 1%. It's been eradicated. Completely been eradicated. He's very concerned. He's still, you're going to have to watch this whole stream, but he still mentions a gateway effect. Still mentions the gateway effect, even when faced with the National Youth Tobacco Survey data. He says, oh yeah, just because smoking is going way down doesn't mean there still isn't a gateway effect. There's still some youths that are going to pick up vaping and transition to cigarettes. And you go, okay, but I thought this wasn't about the individual. I thought we weren't missing the forest for the trees. I thought this wasn't about the individual. We're looking at population level numbers. And if cigarette smoking for youths is below 1% and has dropped 90% since 2012, then is your concern for a gateway effect like really, really valid? You can be concerned about it, but then you can look at the data and go, oh, I guess I don't need to be concerned about this. Still concerned about it. Still concerned about ever use. He talked about the continuum of risk. He talked about how he doesn't believe he's like, no, FDA, there's no de facto flavor ban. We're open. You just have to provide the science and, this, that, and the other. And you have to prove that your flavors are going to be more of a benefit to adults than a risk to children. Then they have this weird, arbitrary, like really ambiguous, you need to prove the benefits are going to be good for adults, but they can't be risky to teens. It's the same product. It's the same product. How can one bottle of e-liquid be a life raft for an adult, but the scourge of the youth? It doesn't make any sense. They can only continue this messaging until the continuum of risk stuff starts coming out, and that's what he was talking about as well. And it's like, here's the best take. This is the best take that I found from my subscribers. Where did he go? Yeah, this one. I'm going to put it right here. Yep. Really concise. So basically, what I'm getting from this guy is blame Congress, we're just following orders. Read as, it's everyone else's fault but ours. He says later in the stream, oh, I'm glad, I like it when people quit smoking with vaping. That's really, really good. And if you're vaping, you should never switch back to cigarettes. But in the same breath, he says, but you have to understand how complicated the PMTA process is, and the products that you're using currently to remain smoke-free, we might still ban. Sorry, that's just the way the system works. He talks out of both sides of his mouth. He just talks in weird circles that don't make any sense. Let me play you this last clip. I know the Matt Sinister. I'm sorry, Matt. Matt's going to be cursing me. I'm sorry. I'm going to play you one more thing because I got to ask a question at the end via Greg Connolly. I was streaming this, so I didn't get to be on the Zoom and ask him a question, which bums me out because I was all dressed up nice shirt. I didn't wear a hat. I did my hair. I looked very presentable. I did not look like a tattooed hoodlum. I looked very, very presentable. But here's the question that I asked him. And basically, Greg rephrased it to make it sound way smarter than it really was. But I basically asked him, what's the line? What's the youth use line? What's the acceptable level of youth use where we go, okay, maybe let's focus on adults now. Maybe we can stop focusing on harms to youth and youth prevention, and then we can get people who are currently smoking cigarettes who might die of cigarette-related death and disease to switch to this markedly less risky product. These are his own words. Markedly less risky, except you can't tell that to a youth. You have to tell a youth that it's going to cause brain worms and it's going to possess you and it's going to be full of toxic heavy metals. You have to tell that to kids because you have to scare them, but you can't tell that same information to adults because you don't want to scare them away from it, So he has to do this weird, juggling balancing act, like he's on a balance beam and he's juggling and he's like, okay, the kids need to think this is bad, but the adults need to think it's good. The kids need to think it's bad, but the adults need to think it's good. How about you just tell us the facts and then we can decide? Show us the continuum of risk. Tell us how much less risky these are than cigarettes, and then let the population decide. Let's see the way he answered my question. We'll end.
Our final question comes from Nick Green, who cannot get on his microphone because he is live streaming this event to his YouTube audience.
When Greg Conley said that about me, look at Brian King's reaction. I think he knows who I am. He smirked. There was a smirk. He said, Nick Green streaming this to his YouTube channel. There was like a smirk.
His question is, when you look at adult usage today and the effect on population level health, is there a level of youth usage that we could achieve where what we're seeing with adults would in your mind outweigh the risks to youth? Is there a level of past 30-day use that you are targeting other than 0?
Yeah, so I think it's important to make a distinction between individual and population level. And so I think the expectation that we're going to get to 0, we've never seen that with anything. So that's unrealistic, but we have to look at the merits of the individual applications that are submitted. And so in terms of FDA's responsibility, we have to look at the net risks and benefits, and that's what we'll continue to do. And it's ultimately going to depend on the evidence in that application. And so as we continue to see that decline among youth, which is a good thing, the bar is going to get lower in terms of documenting the net benefit among adults, but ultimately it's going to depend on that science. And so I can't reinforce enough the importance of folks ensuring that they have robust as possible the application so that we've got the evidence we can use to inform a marketing decision. And so it's not so much individual numbers that make a broad scale decision, it's looking at the individual merits. And in the context of the current environment where we're seeing declines among kids, that's a standard where you may not need as much evidence among the benefit among adults, but you still got to demonstrate it, and that's where the science is going to come in.
Did everybody catch what he said in there? He said, as youth use goes down, the bar to enter the market might also go down. They might make it easier for open container products to get on the market if youth use continues to go down. He said that. He said it's going to be less rigorous to get these products on the market if youth use continues to go down. He said that. That means the bar will be lowered if youth use continues to go down, that these products could actually get on the market. Yeah, we're going to get there, Apathy. So here's where Dr. King and I are going to severely disagree on things, because he just said some jerky things that made me think he's a jerk. After this AVM, he went to the SNRT conference, which is the Society for Research on Tobacco and Nicotine conference. Mountains of speakers, loads of people were there. Everybody I know was there. Brian King was there. He spoke. He said, FDA tobacco, Brian King's priorities presented at srt.org, SNRT 2023. My second favorite line, it's easy to criticize from a Twitter handle in your mother's basement. Hey, Brian King, why don't you eat shit? Like, that's a fucked up thing to say, in my opinion. That's basically saying all of the criticisms against us on Twitter, pay no regard. These are just coming from trolls in their mother's basement. That's incredibly demeaning. That's incredibly demeaning to people who are stakeholders in this. My criticisms against the FDA are as legitimate as anybody else's. Your criticisms of the FDA are as legitimate as anybody else's. And the fact that he says, from a Twitter handle in your mom's basement, unreal. Unfucking real. Like, that's kind of bullshit. Michael Pesco said, Dr. King talks big about the need to focus on disparities in the socioeconomic effects of tobacco, and then chastises low-income, housing-insecure people that live in their parents' basement? It's fucked up. He basically just discredited all of these criticisms on Twitter by saying, you're all just in your mom's basement. Who are you criticizing? Me? Dr. Brian King? You know how much power I have? Center for Tobacco Products. I could ban all your products with the stroke of a pen if I wanted to. If I didn't just say that science was going to charge the way and we're not going to, bend over to ideologies. I think that was messed up. I think that was a personal attack fallacy. 100%. You can't attack the argument. You can't face the criticisms. You just call your critics trolls and armchair regulators in their mom's basement. That was messed up. I had this level of respect for Brian King before the stream. I had this level of respect for Brian King after the stream. And then I had this level of respect when I saw his comments at the SNRT conference. That is messed up and a half. I'll put a link in the description where you can watch that whole stream. It was a good one. It was a good stream, and that's messed up. Last thing. Do I even bother putting this out here anymore? Just block Tahir Turk on Instagram, you guys. Just block him. It's so much more satisfying to go to a Tahir Turk post and see no likes and no comments instead of no likes and 19 comments from vape advocates arguing with just some guy. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any power. He doesn't do anything. Changing his mind accomplishes literally zero. So let's stop wasting our time with Tahir Turk. And that's the end of the rage sweat. I'm going to go check in on the super chats. I'm glowing. Do you see me glowing? That's glowing. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on over here in the suit. Just makes me so mad. He was very like, oh yeah, I care about the stakeholders. I care about taking these meetings and talking things, and I'm aware that the science doesn't match up and this, that, and the other, and we're going to be driven by science and not ideology. And by the way, all my critics are just armchair regulators tweeting from their mom's basement. What the fuck, bro? We both want the same thing. I want everybody who smokes to be able to switch to the far less harmful alternative of vaping. You want everybody who smokes to buy a Views. Like, we're not the same. I want to stop the death and disease from smoking. You want to be a bureaucrat and have your bloated PMTA process where only the biggest of the big tobacco companies can sell their tobacco-flavored, useless, low market share e-cigs. We're not the same, Brian King. You and I are not the same. What's up, super chats? Sorry. I'm sorry. Just gets sticks in my craw, you know? It sticks in my craw. The other Rhett in with the super chat. Speaking of retro vapes, I just got a ye old avocado RTA new in the box. Looks cool, but the flavor's not so great. My apologies for the absenteeism. Other Rhett, listen, never apologize for that. Again, just hope you're doing good. When people aren't here, I just hope you're doing good. That's all. And you're always more than welcome back. The avocado was like my least favorite thing that I've ever vaped ever in the history of avocados. This is terrible. Terrible. Oh, Jake Scrapwood says you have to put the VGOD in mech mode to get it to read. In regulated, it will only read down to a 0.2. Jake Scrapwood, what the hell? Are you like... Oh, you're correct. Jake Scrapwood, correct again. What do you like, the VGOD regulated mod subject matter expert? That's crazy. Again, I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Let's see if we can get this to read. No, check atomizer. Okay, let's really crank this down. No, it keeps throwing me a check atomizer. I think this mod is actually busted. I think I ran into this before when I tried to put other RDAs on this. I've kept it around because I like the hand feel of it so much, but you know. And then it whistles. Damn. Mike D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 666 devil horns for you, Mike D. Hope you're doing good, bro. Adam Scott Howard, that's very gracious of you. Yo fam, hope everyone's doing stellar. I've been away for way too longs. Again, sometimes just life. Dude, I get it. I was gone for like a month and I was sick this week. Like, shit happens, life happens. We don't live in Xanadu. I'm back now. So glad to see you still fighting the good fight, my friend. It's literally all I know how to do right now, Adam Scott Howard. All I know how to do is be an armchair regulator tweeting from my mom's basement. I'll have you know, Brian King, my wife and I own this house. And Addy Tooney, he tweets from his basement in the house that he owns with his wife, Brian King. Jerk. Mick Blizzard, that's very nice of you. It's nice in the fluffy pocket of big tobacco. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't know. He doesn't. I don't know. I don't think he's in the big pocket of big tobacco, but I do in the fluffy pocket necessarily of big tobacco. I think that all of FDA, all of these regulators are beholden to their donors. They're beholden kind of to big tobacco. There's a reason why the PMTA process, when it first was announced in 2016, there's a reason why everybody said, oh, these regulations are for big tobacco. Big tobacco is the only size companies that are going to get through these PMTAs. It's not that they wanted to ban it. It's that they wanted to make sure that the status quo remains intact. If we have Altria in charge of tobacco and nicotine, Philip Morris in charge of tobacco and nicotine, we can continue our normal tobacco FDA relationship with no interruptions from small businesses disrupting our revenue streams. We can take care of them pretty quickly with the fatal flaw error. We can just ban 1 million products at the same time, but not yours, not big tobacco, not the Views solo, of course not those. New Wave Dave. My cat jumped off the top of the fridge to the ceiling fan, spun around twice, flew off, landed on my chest with a knife to my neck, and said, "Don't forget Nick, punk." Yak bong. That's because me and your cat, we went to a fucking Slayer show last weekend, and I told him. New Wave Dave, I hope you and your cat are doing as well as you and your cat can be doing. Fishy, thank you for telling me to hydrate. In fact, we might just hydrate again, just real quick. What's up, Phil? Yeah, fuck yeah, Phil. Keeping me hydrated all the time. Sorry, Country Corpse. Or now you're Sexy King, Phil? All right, Phil. Need some hydration break there. Thank you, Fishy. Christopher Hood. Bruh, you didn't say anything you didn't have to. You're going to get a fist bump while I'm holding a pen. Georgia Boy. Grim, what science do you think he's referring to? Because the FDA hasn't showed any. You know, this is where we get into sticky territory because there's all these outside groups like Mike Bloomberg and Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and all these people that are like, industry science, tobacco companies doing their own science, that their science is what FDA uses. Like, there's a reason why the Views Solo got approved. It's because Big Tobacco's science and PMTA was flawless. Perfectly on point to get that tobacco-flavored Views pod through the PMTA system. FDA relies on industry science. And one of the things that he was saying when he answered my question was that the bar could possibly be lowered so it wouldn't be so rigorous for these companies to get through. It's just a matter of time, Georgia Boy. It's just a matter of time. All right, where are we at? Robert, that's very gracious of you. Appreciate you didn't say anything you didn't have to. There's a fist bump for you. Christopher Rice, that's very gracious of you too. He says, Grim, yesterday the Minnesota Health and Human Services Committee passed a flavor ban that will now go to the floor for the final vote. Yeah, Minnesota, there was a CASA call to action, I believe, for Minnesota. Come on, let's get there. There was a call to action, I believe. Get involved. Let's see, nationally. Let's get involved. State and local. Okay. We're going to go. Nope, that's Michigan. Sorry. I know. Minnesota's MN, not MI, even though that doesn't make any sense. Yep, flavor ban. SF 2123. This would ban the sale of any flavored nicotine or tobacco product regardless of FDA authorization. Holy shit. That means in the not too distant future, when FDA inevitably approves flavored vaping products, FDA could say this flavored e-liquid is appropriate for the protection of public health. Protection of public health. Minnesota would still go, nope, still banned. Don't care. Don't care if it helps public health. Don't care. Yeah, Enjoy might be getting bought out by Altria. And you're going to have a field day with that. Regulators are going to have a field day with that. Oh, big tobacco. Anyway, sorry to hear about that in Minnesota. I just put the CASA call to action in the chat. So get on it. Get on it. Last one from Rocco here. I've been a dually for a good while now. Cigs and vaping together. Good news? I'm all in. Hell yeah, dude. 9 days free of the smokes. Mixed my first e-juice today. Pedal to the metal. Much love, buddy. Fuck yes, Rocco Mac. 9 days. Welcome to the party, pal. I remember my first 9 days. I remember my first week. The first time that you go a full week without a cigarette, it's like angels singing. It's like you feel like you could conquer the world. You feel like you could just go punch Hulk right in the face. Freaking delish. All right. We're running out of time, and that's fine. We're running long, apparently, because I haven't even got to mail yet. We don't have a whole lot of mail. Here, the first thing I wanted to share was, I got a thing from Vaperesso. I got this from Vaperesso. It's a hat. It's a dad hat. Okay, wear the Vaperesso dad hat. Sure, why not? Super comfy. Who cares? Call the cops. I got a. Yes. Good. Big Vaperesso fan. Gets hot here in Los Angeles in the summertime. Need my big Vaperesso fan. Kind of, if I could put it back together. And then there's a, that's a trip. They gave me a Fuji film camera. It's like a little Instamax camera. That's cool. That's just cool. I want to put this together and put batteries in it and take pictures with it. Film. You guys remember film? Film. Okay. Well, that's from Vaperesso. Thank you, Vaperesso. There was some full disclosure. There was some folks from Vaperesso in the Los Angeles area yesterday, and they wanted to meet with me. So we had a little meeting. It was great. Learned about some new Vaperesso stuff coming up, like what their whole marketing plan is. It's pretty cool. One thing that I relayed to Vaperesso on the community's behalf is keep the cross compatibility. Please keep the cross compatibility. Make your coil heads compatible with your other same pods. Don't pull a U-well and then release the Calmia and the Caliburn and 5 different pods with 5 different tanks. What do we got here? Smock. All right. Novo 2C. All right. Smock Novo 2C. Look, the Smock Novo 2X made it into like my top 5 pods, last pods ranked. Still kicking around. Oh, that's not quite as green as I was hoping. That's a little bit of a letdown green. Nah, a little bit of a letdown, whatever. No spare nothings, so I can just throw this away. All right. Smock Novo 2C. Interesting choice. I guess they did the 2S and the 2X already, so they did the 2C. Taking a page right out of Apple's book. This is some hot Voopoo action. Whew, I feel like I've been going like a mile a minute. How's everybody doing? You doing good? How's everybody? John Haymaker, you good? No, you never shake the Polaroid pictures, John. You don't know that? In fact, let me show you this great Polaroid of my lunch with Vaperesso. Turned out great. We were in front of a big window, so they just took a picture. It's just all super washed out. But there you go. That's it. That's the film. And no, you're not supposed to shake it. You're supposed to just let it develop. From what I understand, if you shake a Polaroid picture, there's like live active silver salts and chemicals on this while it's developing. And if you shake it, it smears them around and will underdevelop your picture. So you're just supposed to take it, set it down. That's it. Don't blow on it. Don't shake it. Don't do anything. Hey, all right. It's another Argus. Oh, okay. We got an Argus SE and an Argus G. Let's compare green to green here, because the smock green left a little bit to be desired, and I'm hoping this Voopoo green. Hey, sure. Argus GT. It's a gene chip powered pod from Voopoo. Voopoo consistently gets pretty highly ranked in my pods ranked. They don't stay there very long, though, except for the V-Through. The V-Through's been a banger 9,000. Now I have to find a place to store that. Got some coil heads, all right. Got some pods, all right. Sweet. Some more pods to review. I like doing pod reviews, though. I'm never going to disparage pod reviews. My favorite thing is long-term pod reviews. Testing them for like a month, you know? Like make the review last like at least 3 weeks. So this last package came from my mom. This is my mom's a Christmas gift to me and Casey. If there's separate things in here, I'll let Casey open hers on her own time, but I feel so bad that I want to do this on a live stream so I can like make a timestamp, clip this little part out and be like, Mom, hey, I opened your Christmas gift on live stream, and you can just watch it. You can watch it happen. You can watch your son open it live. It's actually pronounced smakwoke. Yep. Oh, maybe that's not. Oh, dang. We got books. Huh, that's really interesting. I'm dyslexic, so I have a hard time reading books, but this is the book I got. The Science of a Human Obsession. This is your brain on music. I love this. This unprecedented meeting of art and science, rocker turned neuroscientist Daniel J. Levitin explores the connection between music, its performances, its composition, how we listen to it, why we enjoy it, and the human brain. Drawing on the latest research on musical examples ranging from Mozart to Ella Fitzgerald, U2, Metallica, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Dang. taking on prominent thinkers who argue that music is nothing more than an evolutionary accident. Levitin argues that music is fundamental to our species, perhaps even more so than language. More so than language? All right. Well, it looks like I'm going to try to read a book. I haven't read a book since like 7th grade. These aren't labeled. I'm going to pick the blue one. And these aren't labeled either. To Nick from Mom and Ellen. To Casey from Mom and Ellen. Okay, we'll leave those there. I like my mom's handwriting. She just has good handwriting. Okay, this one's to Casey and this one's to Nick. Okay. Ah! And she sent garland. I love this. Feels like Christmas again, Mom. What else did I get? What else did I get? Christmas gifts. Christmas gifts. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, this is amazing. It's a Hawaiian shirt for a dog. It's a dog Hawaiian shirt. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to immediately put my animals in this. I'm going to immediately put Schnico in this. This one actually looks like it's more Murphy sized than Schnico sized. But there's probably a Schnico sized one as well. That's fucking amazing. I love it. You know, I'm not a kid person. I don't care for kids. I have no desire to try to raise something. It's ridiculous. I have a hard enough time keeping my own shit together, you know? So I don't have any interest in kids, and my mom is really upset by that. She's always wanted grandkids. My brother has a kid, so she has one grandkid, but she's always wanted to be a grandma, and I'm denying her that just because #kid free. Because I think having kids is selfish. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm joking. Well, let's keep going. I like this. What up, pickle socks? They could be cucumber socks, but I think they're pickle socks. This is you guys don't know my mom. Someday you'll have to meet my mom. My mom rules the world. This is a peak mom gift. Peak mom gift. Love it. Love it. And it looks like I got a piece of the International Space Station as well. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Then lastly, let's open this one. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm stoked on that book. That looked cool as hell. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So, in lieu of having grandkids, my mom buys us things for the dogs, including a matching shirt so I can match. I love that. Holy crap, I love that. I can wear the shirt. Murphy can wear the shirt. Pickle could wear a shirt. Nico could wear a shirt. We could just be a matching group of people. That's ridiculous. I love this, and I want to match our canines. Oh, and look, and the company that you buy these from, they donate money to homeless animals. That's great. Dog Social Club. Dogs rule. I like dogs more than I like most people. And if you've ever said the phrase, just a dog, I don't think we could be friends. I just don't think we could be friends. Oh, Mom, thank you. I love you. That's great. I love it. Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry freaking Christmas. It's 6:38. Ho. So possibly the next time you see me, I'll just be matching. I'll just be matching my Murphy, my Schmurf, the Schmurfer. Can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna consume a bunch of cannabis, and then me and the dogs were having a photo shoot. We're gonna go out into the forest and have like a matching outfit, like photo shoot, like they're graduating from high school. I love the shit out of that. All right. Damn good vape mail. Mom, you saved the vape mail. Nothing against the Smock Novo 2C kit. You know, I don't mean to downplay this. These products directly have the ability to change a cigarette smoker's life. Like it changed all of our lives, I'm assuming. Don't shit on pods. What's going on here? Let's see. Can we just check and see if this is hands-free? Kinda hands-free. Smock, what do you got? You always have nicer mouthpieces. Oh, yeah. Hella hands-free. That's the desired tip right there. That taper, that's hands-free for days. Yes. All right. First test, first part of the review done. Basically done. Yeah, dogs are incredible. Humans don't deserve dogs. We don't deserve dogs. We do terrible things. We don't deserve the joy of dogs. But for some reason, we get them, and that's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Yeah, see, Tribal Buddha. Your wife still uses a Novo 2S, Novo 3S? Hey, does she want a gray Novo 2C? It's got your name on it, Tribal Buddha. I owe you anyway. I owe you big time anyway. Here's the thing. Perfect timing. 6:40. I don't think we're going to get to build a thing, but I'm just going to delay that until Tuesday. Tuesday, we're going to do a build stream, and I have some things picked out. I had one thing I wanted to build tonight, but in lieu of that, I think we're going to wrap this out. I don't think I'm going to do any getting to know Grim Green. Yeah, I don't even have anything picked out. I don't have any music. I was going to do that one album, but I don't think we're going to do that one album. We'll save that one album for next week. And I'm feeling congested and sweaty, and my throat is running, and it's painful to speak. So, to wrap this up, I think you know what time it is. I hope you know what time it is. How about shirts off in the pit? Shirts off in the pit. Shirts off in the... Hey, sorry about that. I was trying to put a poll in the chat. So Thursday's Friday now, just so you guys know. 37% of you said Thursdays are Friday. I'm glad that the rest of you think it's radical or very radical. That makes me happy. But don't forget that Thursdays are Fridays now. And actually, no, Wednesdays are Thursdays and Thursdays are Fridays. So let's do, I'm going to put a poll in the chat. You know, you're going to vote, please, for the very random liquid tasting. Vote your hopes. You know, the lesser of two evils is still evil. Vote your hopes. You got to vote your hopes. Whoops. Okay. So, please vote. The liquid's up tonight for the very random liquid tasting. It's happening again. Ashton, lime straws. Lime straws from Gnarly Juice. Lime straws. Put on some voting music. It's up again. Rebel Bogan. Pash My Melons. And then, look how dope this is. Just floss. Just floss. You want some floss? Dude, we got floss for days. Days. Floss, melons, lime, straws. Floss, melons, lime, straws. Please vote. Please vote. Nope, you can't say that. If you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote funky. It's a DJ mattress. Please vote. I don't even have to bio break. I have something set aside, ready. That's the last of the summer farmer, the Hayes farmer. Sick boy, I don't know if you're still here. That beer was delicious. Thank you. Completely delightful. We're going to be tasting this today. Boosh. Look at that. What's that? No, that's an Empire with the dead goat on top. Just one of the most underrated RDAs in the history of vaping. It's all freshly wicked up. Old school rules apply here. So if I drip it and I like it enough, I'm going to put it in the bottle. See how this works? If it passes the test, it's going to go to the bottle. Oh, yeah. Friends. I don't know why I'm acting so weird right now. Could be the sickness, could be the Advil. Haven't had any shed time. I have had a beer, so maybe that could be it. Vote. Please vote. Like Sewer Rug says, if you don't vote today, then you don't get to vote funky. It's a celebration. Free the melons. Lime straws. Dude, lime straws. Lime straws has been in the very random liquid tasting for like a really long time. Weeks and weeks and weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks. I have to keep wearing this Vaperesso hat? I don't think I want to. My hair look okay? Just, just a dude who just got a fresh haircut. It's definitely not balding. I just decided to wear a hat. It's no big deal. Please vote, you guys. Please vote. I'm going to read some of these super chats maybe while we're voting. Smokin' Ants 07. He says, it's my birthday and I ordered a stubby. Can't wait. Oh, man. All right, next week, I'm going to write down your name to sing you happy birthday because it still counts for a week later, okay? Smokin' Ace. Oh, there it is. Smokin' Ace 07. Smokin' Ace 07. Next week, I'm going to sing you happy birthday. There's literally nothing you can do about it. It's already written down. I have spoken. Rhett's beard. My Honda's running. It makes me go, haha. Let's kick it again at Mardi Gras. Hashtag DJ Mattress. Wah, 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 kazoo. Hashtag kazoo life. I don't even have. Oh, here it is. DJ Mattress. Honda's running again. Stoked. Love it. I love to hear it. You love to see it. You know? I think all Rhett has talked about since he joined my Patreon was like, oh, bro, my Honda. I have a Honda. It's not running right now, but I have a Honda. It's not running right now, but it's cool. You know, I have a Honda and it's cool. It's not running right now, but it's cool, man. It goes fast and it looks cool. It's not running right now. I'm glad you got it back. I want to see pictures. Do some fucking donuts. Go out to the, where the Ferris wheel is in Orange County there, that big shopping center. Donuts. In the roundabout. I want Rhett doing donut. No, don't do that. Don't break the law. Okay? Please don't do that. Sewer rug. I think you mean, I'm just kidding. Sewer rug. Sewer cars don't move fast. DJ Mattress is a thing of the past. Grim Green, kazoos, and king cakes are all I can remember. Hashtag yo-yo tendencies. Hashtag throat pain gains. Throat pain gains. Shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. It really does. It really is painful to speak, like in a severe way. Thank you, Sewer Rug. That's right. Sewers don't move fast. DJ Mattress is a thing of the past. Is it though? Is it? Look, if you say so. Jangles. Oh shit, hope you're doing good. If floss wins, you gotta do the floss. If I knew how to do what in our history together makes you think I know how to do the floss? Jangles. what in our history together? I don't even know what the floss is. I know it comes from the Fortnite video games, the video games for the Atari. I think it comes from Fortnite. I don't even know what Fortnite is. I don't know anything about Fortnite. I know that apparently some of the characters dance, and there's a dance called the floss, and there's Michael. I can't do my Guar voice. Okay. Okay. I cannot do the floss. Floss is gonna win. Floss is winning. Floss is winning. Poor lime straws. Poor posh my lemons. Melons. Floss just came in and just took it. Just straight up took it. All right, I'm ending the poll with 37% of the votes. Floss. Not just based on a name and a picture, not even knowing what flavor profile this is or what this could possibly be, we voted for floss. Lime straws, sorry guys, 32%. Sorry again to Bogan. Sorry, Sam. Posh My Melons did not make it into the random liquid tasting. Oh, this is a double 60 mil. This is a double 60 mil, the original Floss brand. I kind of want to keep this box. I want to keep this box. I don't know why. I'm just going to keep it. Here, I'm going to keep a bottle of liquid in it. So I have an excuse to keep it. Let's go, Floss. Let's go. Tastes like, it smells like apricots. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what this is supposed to be. So I'm going to try to, okay, here, I'm going to try to go to the website and I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to wait until after I taste it. Oh, there is no more website. Okay, I guess they're out of business. Let's try to find them on social media. They might have a dead social media account, right? Is music too loud? Is the hold music too loud? No. Oh my God. Oh, they're private? It's a private account I have to request to follow? You jerks. You're on Twitter too, apparently. Your Twitter profile private? I just want to know what this liquid tastes like. There it is. 0 followers, 0 following, 0 posts. All right, Floss brand. Well, you didn't make it easy to find what this is supposed to taste like. It tastes like fruits, peaches, apricot. Yeah, tropical fruit, peach, apricot, something like that. Do I have a guy in the chair? If there's a guy in the chair who has access to a computer and the internet, like the guy in the chair for Spider-Man, I need someone to find what this flavor profile is supposed to be. Floss. To flaunt expensive merchandise such as iced out rollies, Jaguars on triple goldies, gem-encrusted pimp goblets, huge whoops of dank hydro. That is not hitting with me. That branding does nothing for me. But we're going to try it. And if it tastes good, then who cares? Who gives a hell? Floss. Flossin'. Anybody yet? Carrot cake and cinnamon? What? Tyler, that's not correct, is it? Are my taste buds hyper broken? Whoops. Sometimes you get a little bit carried away when you're juicing your liquids. Juicing your liquids? No. What I meant to say was when you're cheesing your jelly. That's what I meant to say. It tastes delicious. I honestly kind of can't wait to get this in my mouth. That's what she said. Let's give it a bit more. About 66 watts. The wattage of the beast. All right. Let's have a toot. Let's have a toot. I'm going to have a toot. What the hell does that even taste like? Peach. Peach for sure. Some berry. Peach for sure. Peach for sure. Let's see. Anybody in the chat? Oh, Sexy King. Sexy King coming through. A succulent blend of tart raspberries, sweet mango, and a touch of passion fruit. Anything like you've ever tried before. Okay, so no peach. Phil, thanks. Thanks, fam. Thanks, Country Corpse. Keep it real. Stay hydrated. Get that patio furniture. All right, so here's the thing. I'm just going to sit with this for a second and vape it. I'm going to mute my microphone like this. That was perfect timing. This is good. Shut up. This is good. This is really, really good. I'm trying not to be too overly excited about this, but the first thing I said when I sat back in the chair was, this is really fucking good. It tastes like a fruit salad to me. I can't pick out mango. I can't pick out raspberry. I can't pick out passion fruit. It tastes like one flavor, like this was an ice cream flavor and you took a big scoop of it and you got all the flavors in your mouth. It ultimately tastes like peach strawberry to me, but like mostly peach. It's like mostly peach. It's like peach tangerine to me. I get a lot of citrus from it. I don't know why. It's just how it tastes. It's hyper good. Hang on. Hyper good might be going a little bit far. Let me have a couple more toots here. No, that's hyper good. That's rock and roll. That's my wheelhouse. This fruity flavor is delicious. It's creamy. So I picture cloudy fruits, cloudy strawberry, cloudy mango, cloudy peach, cloudy passion fruit, even though there's no peach in it, cloudy peach. Not transparent peach, cloudy, creamy peach, like Cream Savers peach. Yeah. I mean, this is unquestionably going in the bottle. No questions asked. This is going in the bottle. This is good. The last two random liquid tastings, that the grape, the Paradox, I couldn't remember the name of that. Paradox is freaking delicious. This floss is holy crap good. It's so fruity and nice, creamy. It tickles my fancy. If I don't know, do I have a fancy? Do I have one of those? I'm a boy. I might have a fancy and just not know about it, but this is definitely it's tickling something. It's tickling the inside of this bottle, that's for sure. Oh. Damn. Damn it, Floss. Where did you come from? How did I get this liquid? Where did this liquid even come from? I'm not trying to sound like a big deal or anything. I get a lot of liquids and sometimes they just sit. Like Floss has been sitting in the maybe for a random liquid tasting box since maybe 2020. Since probably 2020. Maybe even a little bit longer than that. It's going in the bottle. A+. Like, this is firing on all cylinders. I like this so much. Creamy fruits, very cohesive flavor. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. I get that creaminess, like the peach strawberry, even though there's no peach. Holy crap. Yes, I'm going to turn up the wattage on this too. 75 watts, 0.15, 75 watts. There we go. Holy crap. This is good. This is good. I don't know if I need to say it again. Floss is a winner. Floss, you won. Congratulations, Floss. Do I have my winning music? Okay. Floss, guys. I'm as surprised as you are. Especially, I think I may be more surprised than you are because I've been looking at this Floss box for 2 years. This has just been sitting in my office. I've had this delicious liquid just sitting in my office for years on end. Never got vaped. Mark it down, dude. March 2nd, 2023, Floss ruled the day. That is good. Has anybody had this before? Here's the thing, sick boy. Here's the thing. Yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say all those YOC heads and all those Booshes. Yes, 9,000. Yes, 10,000. Thank you, SDS. You're holding down on Twitch. I like that. I appreciate you, SDS. Floss, you guys. These two, nope. They go back to the closet to wait for an audience of less discriminating tastes, you know. Someday, Lime Straubs, someday, me and you're going to go in my mouth, or at least your vapor is. All right, you guys. I think we're done. I didn't get to do a contest that I wanted to do, so I'm going to make a point of that to write that down next week. Yeah. All right. We got 2 things for next week. We already got a birthday for next week, and we have a contest for next week. Floss. Can't recommend it enough. Really very good. Love that. What's that? GG. Love it. Give it to me. Put it in me. Let me take a quick look around the room and make sure I didn't forget anything. Then I can say goodbye. We're good. We're good. Still don't have full dexterity, but my physical therapy, you want to see the exercises I have to do? Up, curl, fist, out, up. Curl, fist, out, up. Curl, fist, out, up. And eventually, my pinky will do those things. But now, it's just a little weird dangly appendage. Although I did have a big breakthrough moment the other day. I have this method of taking off my bottles where I roll it like this and then grab it with my pinky and palm at the end. And I did that like without even thinking. And it was like, oh, I did it. I did it without even trying. My pinky knew exactly what to do. Anyway, I'm rambling, you guys. Here's what I'm going to say. Thank you. Everybody here, I love the shit out of you. Thank you for coming to Thursday Vlog Day. This is my favorite day of the week. I look forward to it all week long. I just like having fun. I like the community. I like having a place for us to come and just hang out and be awesome and boosh it up like SDS Storm. And that's all. I just really appreciate the shit out of you guys. And thank you for being down for the cause, and thank you for caring, and all those things. We got to defend vaping. I'm going to defend vaping until I'm dead in the ground. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I would like this cause to end. There's some people who get swept up in causes that it becomes like their whole thing, and then when they don't want their cause to end, I want this to end. I don't want to have to constantly argue with the FDA and argue with the CDC and argue with the general public about whether vaping is better for you than smoking. I want this to end. I want to just relax and have some nice vapes and grab a beer, hang out with my friends. I don't want to be a vape advocate for the rest of my life, But I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing. This is my calling. This is all I know how to do anymore, is be a defender of vaping. So let's do it. You can count on old Grim. I'm here. I'm going nowhere. And I'm not pivoting to anything else. Lots of people pivot to other things, and that's fine. I don't want to. I'm so in love with vaping and so in love with what it can do to the world that I couldn't imagine doing anything else. It wouldn't feel right doing anything else. This is my mission in life. I am trying, Ern. I'm going to try my damn hell ass best to get there. I really am. There's just a few things that need to fall into place. My travel schedule and Casey's travel schedule have to kind of be, in line, because we have canines that need to be, taken care of so they don't die and stuff like that. So I'm going to try my best. Here's what I'll say. Don't forget to cheese your jelly. Don't forget to powder your night furniture. These are all just weird Patreon inside jokes. So to everybody else, I love you. Keep vaping. Fight the good fight. Be excellent to each other. No matter what anybody tells you, vaping is an order of magnitude safer for you than smoking deadly combustible tobacco cigarettes. No matter what mixed messaging you get from FDA, it's always better. It's always going to be better. Peace out. Love you.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.